Remember, the day that you don the black armor and step among the stars, you represent not just yourself nor humanity. You represent the pain, the suffering, and the wrath of trillions. And if any of you ever are so blessed as to wear the silver emblem of the Bulwark detachments, you shall embody that most human of all traits, spite. With that, I am pleased to give you all one final order. Live well, fight well, and if need be, die well. Congratulations to the newest members of Angel. I know you will do us all proud. Commandant Jeffrey Sard, Commander of the Angel Crucible. Trillions of beings called the world home, and for it they had a simple name, the Hive. Not that they held any true independent notion of a name, for the great hive mind guided them all. And so they went about their tasks, each working perfectly to arm, equip, or train the swarms of new warriors the war beyond called for. Already it had cost the hive mind millions of its extensions, and could feel the losses acutely. And so, it went about the business of preparing to drown the humans in bodies. Billions of warrior forms, clad in the classical armor, gifted blades and weapons, trained to kill, their bodies hardened. This is what the hive mind would send forth at the request of the Conclave, to handle the humans once and for all. It knew every inch of the system, was aware of everything that passed around the small sun. And so, when a technician drone detected anomalous sensor readings, the hive mind gazed through its eyes, studying the readings, before turning the 8 lifeless eyes to the void beyond the station, and the ripple of light, before reality itself tore, and a monstrous form ripped its way into existence. It took microseconds for the great intelligence to understand what was occurring, and to begin guiding its trillions of hands to the task at hand. Weapons were aimed, sensors pounded the hull of the foreign ship, studying it, before the inevitable answer was returned. Humans, in the home system. It was beyond comprehension, and yet it was reality, and the hive mind always dealt with reality. Weapons opened fire, from dozens of ships and platforms, enough to rip any dreadnought apart in a hail of particle beams and laser pulses, flying thick enough to be visible to the naked eye. And then it watched as those beams curved away from the ship, lensed and bent away in an instant, streaking off into the void, leaving the intruder unharmed. A moment passed. A full second, as the hive mind and the trillions of eyes it possessed stared in shocked awe. Shields! The humans have shields, and they are of an unknown type. For the first time in millennia, the hive mind was rendered stunned, its every action across the galaxy grinding to a halt for a single second. That single second was all the opening the humans needed. A flurry of attacks, kinetic shards ripping through space, slipping past the shields of the various ships and platforms, and ripping holes into their hulls, venting away their precious atmosphere. Millions of life forms were doomed from a single second of hesitation. And then, as the final deafening vessel fell silent, a broadcast was sent, breaking into every channel, overpowering every attempt to stop it, and delivering its message. Upon every screen appeared a human, tall, dressed in a nice suit, reclined in the captain's chair. Greetings. I am Osiris, the first of the gods of death. The ship you see above you is my body. I come bearing a message for you from my creators. Humanity has decided that negotiations are now futile. As such, there shall be an ultimatum. Unconditional surrender is your only escape. This is the alternative. A wave of a hand, and even the great intelligence was too slow to react to what occurred. Lancing down from orbit, every eye was locked on 6 streaks descending towards the planet. 6 rods of immense size fire from the ship above. All eyes watched as the signal was sent beyond, spread across the void, letting all species watch. Uncountable beings watched as a section of the planet crumbled, the atmosphere giving way, and for several long seconds nothing happened before large chunks of the planet began to rupture free as the lifeblood exploded forth, the pressure keeping it in place removed in an instant. Thus is judgment passed. This is the fate of those that refuse to yield, to give up their vile ways. I am Osiris, and I have spoken. The ship flickered and vanished, ripping its way out of the system in an instant, leaving the crippled hive mind to grapple with the sense of loss, as the heart of its being was ripped out. I am pleased to report that Project Berserker has performed far above expectations. The Kelgan genetic sequences held everything we needed in regards to muscle and bone density. Even now, the initial trials are showing a tremendous increase in strength, endurance, and size. One applicant was even able to restrain a full-grown Kelgan unarmed. We are recommending that we begin mainline augmentation and expand the scope of the program to unlock every secret we may need. Angel Science Bureau report to the Chairman.